Hello, Internet. So, have you ever been indecisive? Does your mind kind of wander around? Do you have trouble focusing? Do you have trouble remembering things? People call you scatterbrained. Well, here's the thing. In the era of modern medicine, they would say you have ADD or ADHD or hyperactivity or some such thing, and then you'd be given a pill, and then all of a sudden, you're Einstein or something. Because that's what we do in the modern world. We have a pill to fix everything. Everything. If you want to be happy, pop a pill. If you want to be sad, pop a pill. Yeah, I'm going on a little bit of a rant. And the main point of the rant is the human species survived for about, well, I mean, depending on when you say the human species began, modern humans survived for about 10,000 years without the advent of pills to make us feel better, make us feel smart, or make us feel focused, or whatever. I mean, throughout about several thousand years, there was like some form of medicine to treat medical problems, but only in like the past 100 years have we had pills, and then 100 years give or take, have we had pills or some kind of medicine to affect your psychology. So, the truth about ADD, ADHD, and all those things is we're born that way. It's natural. It's normal for children. But somewhere, way back when, in a laboratory, some researcher developed some drug that he discovered, I'm assuming a he, because, back then, and anyway, discovered a drug that, well, a chemical that will make children behave in a way that's convenient for both parents and teachers. Oh, so the way these children are behaving must be a problem because it fixes the frustrations that parents and teachers have. So there must be a disorder, we need to name it, and then prescribe the drug to fix it. Money. That's what it is. Somebody wants money to fix a problem, which, by the way, is how you build a business. Not necessarily an ethical business, but people had a problem. I don't want to deal with these children because they make so much noise. They won't sit still. They keep asking questions. I want them to sit still, be quiet, and just do what they're told. We have a drug that does that now. Here's the problem. I mean, if that were not enough of a problem. The problem is that if a lot of these children, they're adults now, and they've been relying, and maybe you're one of them, they've been relying on drugs to help them focus, remember things, and not have their minds wander around and make decisions. They've been relying on a drug to do that for them. They've not developed something that back in the day was called mental discipline. See, thousands of years ago in ancient Greece, ancient Rome, and biblical days, we didn't have drugs to help us do that, yet people still became great thinkers, great decision makers, very focused. They didn't rely on drugs to do that. But we're all born these scatterbrained ADD children. How do you go from that to great world leaders that can make great decisions and just stay focused on a task? I'm going to tell you how. Well, okay, this is not necessarily the only way, but here's a way. Meditation. And no, I'm not talking about like some sort of hippie, new age, mumbo jumbo. And this isn't the 70s, so hopefully nobody thinks that when they hear the word meditation. And no, I'm not talking about, that type of meditation where it's like, don't think. Which, I mean, although really that is a great form of meditation. It's just the human brain is designed to think. But the purpose of that meditation is to, like, seriously control your thoughts. I mean, the idea, this kind of gets to like philosophy and religion here. The idea is that if you do that enough, eventually you will have all the thoughts that your brain wants to have, and then when you reach the point where your brain doesn't want to think anymore, you ascend to a higher state of consciousness. That's the idea behind it. And while that is a great mental exercise, it's not necessarily the most fun or the most practical. I have bugs flying in my ears. That's annoying. See, right there, lost focus. Here's the one that I like. It's basically a focus your thoughts onto one single thing and then pretend it's the only thing in the universe. And for me, it's like a red ball floating in space. That red ball is the entire universe, the only thing that exists. And here's the thing. Your mind will wander. You will lose focus. You will think about, do I have enough food in the fridge for tomorrow? Or what do I need to put on the grocery list? Or did I brush my teeth? Random things like that will pop up because your brain is designed to do that. But to do the exercise, continue focusing on the red ball, and it doesn't have to be a red ball floating in space. It can be anything. That's just what I chose, and that's what I do. Focus on that, and when your mind wanders, acknowledge that it wandered, and don't count how many times your mind wanders. Nobody's keeping score. Nobody cares. It's not a game. It's not a competition. Acknowledge that your mind wanders, and then get back to the red ball. Focus on the red ball for as long as you can, and when your mind wanders, be okay with it. Don't feel bad. Your brain just naturally does that, but to get back to the red ball. When your mind wanders, it's okay. Don't panic. Don't stress out. That's really the core here. Is like you're going to focus better when you're relaxed. And it's, for me, at least, when I'm focusing on one thing and one thing only, it's a lot easier to relax. And it may actually help to go through relaxation exercises. I know, relaxation exercise, that's kind of an oxymoron. It may help to go through those before you start meditating. And like one of the best relaxation exercises that I've done personally, I read it in a book. I can't remember which one. If I could remember which one, I would have it, doing the thing. I can't, so I'm not. But the basic premise is your mind and your emotions. Your emotions is something you do, to quote Tony Robbins. So to feel relaxed, be relaxed, and you're like your mind follows your body. And what this exercise is just lie down, get as limp as possible, like make every single muscle in your body just bleh, and just stay that way. I mean, keep breathing, obviously, because you don't want to die. You don't want to get that relaxed. Get relaxed, but not too relaxed. But you just like let everything go loose and limp, and then kind of ease into the meditation, the red ball. I find that actually helps a lot. So I've been talking for like 9 minutes about red balls and getting limp. Things taken out of context. Anyway. Modern world, addicted to pills that are basically a crutch to help. You don't need them to manage your mind, essentially, is the idea. I know, I'm not making sense. I'm losing my light and I'm trying to wrap up and trying to summarize. But ADD, ADHD, they don't exist. They were invented so people could sell a drug that could make children behave conveniently. But that crutch prevents people from learning how to focus their minds on their own. Meditation and relaxation techniques can help with that. And by the way, I've only given you like 2 examples of these. There are far more. Experiment with all of them. You find the ones that you like, that or like work for you. Don't just assume that I'm giving you all the information out there, because I mean, at this point it's a 10-minute video. I can't give you all the information in 10 minutes. I don't know all the information. I just found stuff that worked for me, and I stick to it because it works. And if it stops working, then I'll find something else. That's just the way you do it. So find what works for you and do it. And if it stops working, find something else.